All right, welcome back, and let's close our eyes and begin. Slowly breathe in all the way to the bottom of your stomach. Slowly breathe out from the top down to the bottom. And repeat. Breathe in from the bottom of the stomach all the way to the top. And now observe your mind. See if you can see or observe or witness the thoughts or the words your mind's saying in the past or in the future or in the present. What is your mind saying? Is it repeating the words I am speaking? Just observe and witness. And if you can observe the mind, ask yourself, who is the one observing the mind? Ask yourself, who am I? You are that. You are not the mind. You are not the body. You are pure, conscious awareness. That is you. You are everything. All that is, was, or ever will be. Whenever you're ready, feel free to come back and open your eyes. And see if you can do this a few times throughout the day, especially when you see or feel that your mind is very active or busy. You could just sit back, observe, and witness the mind. And ask questions to help produce that stillness within the mind. That stillness, that silence is you. It is unspoken. There are no words. It is pure awareness. And this realization of the self is of the utmost importance, if not the most important realization, activity of one's life. It could even be said that it is the entire purpose of life, to realize the self, who you are at the purest form. And so this gets in to the topic of today, which is silence, words, language. it can be said or theorized that language disconnects us from our true self, from our true nature. You can even say or theorize that it was purposefully given to us to help disconnect us from our true essence. If you look at language, in everyday language, you can see that it is incongruent with the powerful nature of our being. Just look at the days of good mourning, hello. When you look at it like this, it appears that language has a weakening effect upon our nature or true self. Words are wards or spells. We write in cursive. So when you start to analyze the words and the nature of language, it starts to make sense that something is not right. In addition, our true self can only be experienced in silence, in nothingness, in stillness. That is our true self. That is the realization of the self. That is what self-inquiry, mind observation, meditation questions invoke. Stillness, silence. And so when the mind is very busy, when the mouth is very active with speaking, we are disconnecting ourselves from our true nature, our true self. They say the language of God is Hebrew, Sanskrit, also read Aramaic, possibly Sumerian. Why I mention this is phonetically, the English language is Hebrew in reverse. So whoever or whatever created this language wants us disconnected. And I would even go as far to say that whoever created language is not the real God. God is in the silence. There's two gods that people misconstrue as the one God that we are connected to. There is a God or a entity masquerading as God of this world, and beyond this world, beyond this realm, is another true God. And so, one of the reasons the God of this world does not want us to access our true self is because we are more powerful than this God, because we have access to the one true God. The God of this world has manipulated this world, has manipulated history, has masqueraded itself under many different names. And we'll go into that on another video. But the data shows that this is true. So the way out, the only way, is to realize the self, to access it for yourself and find out for yourself. That is how you will know. And it is a knowing that cannot be expressed properly or appropriately in language. This transcends language. This transcends words, the self. And so, this concludes this video. And I hope you learned something or something was useful. And continue to work diligently, realizing the self through the methods that I have shown through the previous videos. If you want to be free, or feel free to be chained in bondage and a slave of this world and come back for many more lifetimes and do it over and over again. As I said before, this world is a trap. The way out is to realize the self. Thank you for being here.